Welcome to the mentoring session of this week, and today is 3rd of September, 9:33 p.m. And usual, I'll be starting with the weekly sectoral analysis first. We'll be starting with Nifty, Bank Nifty, private banks, PSU banks, so on towards the mid-cap index. And then I'll be taking your questions one by one for the positional and the swing trading setup. So initially, we'll be starting with the Nifty spot chart. And as always, my habit is to, start with the higher time frame first and then come to the lower time frame. I'll be continuing the same. In the monthly time frame, I can't see any sort of issue for the state of trend of Nifty spot. Yes, I can see RSI is at 79, almost near 80, but at times strong trending markets can be overbought. Other than that, I cannot see any sort of issue in the monthly time frame. In the weekly time frame, if you see the RSI, there is no issues. In fact, this candle is also very good. And if you remember, all of you, I think couple of weeks back or maybe 3 weeks back, there was a negative divergence on RSI. If all of you recollect this, if you don't, go to my YouTube channel and see that particular video, possibly couple of weeks back, because last week I was not able to record a video for the weekly sectoral analysis. All right. So in this particular video, I had clearly told on this week, the negative divergence of RSI was broken. And generally when this happens, market goes higher and it goes higher very, very fast. This is the experience which I had in 2008. And once more, after so many years, market is showing its nature once again from 16,200 to 17,300. It's a very, very, very fast rally. All right. So just go to my YouTube channel. Possibly couple of weeks back, I had shared this. Just in the starting of the video, you will find it. Okay. So you can see this is a very good candle and no problem in the state of trend, except one thing that in the weekly time frame, what I can see is 17,500, or maybe you can say 17,550 is a stiff resistance for Nifty spot. That is what we need to remember. If I go to the daily chart, is there any sort of negative divergence? No. Is Nifty in the overbought state? Yes, it can happen. Especially this particular rally was very, very fast. We spoke about it just a couple of minutes back, that the negative divergence was broken and it was expected that Nifty will rally, and not just rally, it will go up very fast. In between, yes, there could be short-term profit booking. In between, Nifty can lose its momentum, all of that happen. But as per the weekly chart, it was visible that the overall market will go very, very fast on the upside. Now, if I look at the daily chart, nothing seems to be wrong except that market is slightly overbought, and possibly somewhere over here, there is a resistance in the daily time frame of Nifty spot, which is a 423.60% Fibonacci extension, which is at 17,411. So probably 17,400 is the round figure. So 17,400 to 17,550, if I'm not wrong, in the weekly chart, that's what the number we got, correct? So this entire zone will act as a stiff resistance for Nifty. So 17,400 to 17,550. This is a stiff resistance band. Generally, when you can see any tool, any technical tool showing the same levels again and again in different time frames, generally means it's a very stiff resistance. All right. So in Bank Nifty, at last we can see that the range has been broken. The trend is up. Overall seems to be absolutely fine. And the range which I am talking about is the weekly chart range. You can see prices were in this range since long. I'll plot a Fibonacci retracement over here. You can see this range has been broken. So yes, this is a good close. This is a positive close. But one thing we should not forget, that banking has an habit of giving volatile moves, sudden volatile moves. you can see one big green candle and suddenly consolidation. Again, a decent good candle, and then again a 3 candles which were very small in terms of size of the body. Over here, this seems to be slightly more promising, but hopefully if next week we'll see some follow-through buying coming up in the Bank Nifty, it is possible that prices will keep rallying on the higher side. Even in the daily time frame of Bank Nifty, nothing seems to be wrong. Yes, obviously in the short term, 1 or 2 days, no one can say that we are hovering near that short-term resistance. No one can speak about that. Maybe a short-term dip may or may not come, but overall, if the follow-through buying comes up, then prices will trend higher. Now, if we do nitpicking in Bank Nifty, then I would suggest that private banks are much stronger in comparison to the PSU bank. See, this is the PSU bank chart. This is the private bank chart. Immediately, the private banking chart stands out, and my picks are ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, and probably Axis Bank. All right, these 3 stocks are looking fine. Overall trend seems to be up, and no problem seems to be there. Yes, as I told you in the Bank Nifty daily chart, maybe a short-term dip may or may not be probable, because the main reason is this candle, basically this and this candle, and especially this candle. This is a high wave candle. High wave candle generally doesn't come on the screen very often. It comes very seldom, and whenever it does come, it means business, and it clearly means that the market is slightly overbought, just slightly, not a lot, because even the RSI has not tested the 70 yet. So it's slightly overbought, but other than that, nothing seems to be worrisome in the private bank. Now in the PSU banking chart, as usual, it has been the same story, that this particular resistance band is haunting this particular index, and I continue to remain very, very firm on this index, that until and unless this particular band is not surpassed in the monthly closing basis, nothing interesting will be seen over here. Yes, this candle is looking very good. The previous week's candle is a dragonfly doji sort of candle. Size of the candle is small. But it has come up at a decent area. The overall state of trend is currently flat. It's not in an uptrend, it's a flat trend. And in the daily chart also, I can see the trend is flat. In fact, we can see a negative candle coming up over here. And this negative candle has come up just at this resistance zone. So I would suggest stay away from PSU banks especially. And if the overall market continues to rally higher, concentrate on private banks only. All right, metals. Now, what has happened in metals, I think in the monthly time frame goes to be riskly very, very clear. Price is much, much far away from the moving average. Yes, it is overbought. Yes, it is even overstretched on the upside, but the trend is up. Apart from that, nothing seems to be negative to me. What we can see over here is we had a breakout, and then some sort of profit booking did happen. And this particular candle, profit booking candle, did end up at the support of this, up trending channel. So what has happened is, if you see more clearly in the daily chart, there was a breakout in the uptrending channel, and then we saw profit booking. If you remember last week, I had told that stay away from metal pack and some sort of profit booking is expected. Sorry, last week. And we can see all the stocks have come down. We can see a hammer coming up over here. All right. And this has come up exactly at the same channel line breakout. The downtrending channel, it has come exactly at the same level probably. Only thing is, in this particular pack, which is the leader, according to me, that stock is Tata Steel. It's not just because of the name, but if I see the overall state of trend in comparison to other stocks, if I see Jindal Steel and Power, if I see even JSW Steel, in comparison to that, if you want to see, if we can check Hindalco also. I'm sorry, this is some other stock. We'll check Hindalco Industries. Yeah, Hindalco is looking fine. I would say Hindalco is looking much stronger. And for me, the leader of the pack is Tata Steel. Just keep a watch on the stock. If it keeps on consolidating and goes higher, you might get a short-term breakout. But once again, let me make myself very, very clear. I'm not interested in new positional trade. I'm only talking of swing trades in metal pack. And be very, very careful, because in the shorter term chart, especially hourly charts, there are few gaps in few stocks. Be very careful. All right. Auto pack once again stays very interesting chart. The reason for that is in the monthly time frame, the trend is up, but overall consolidation is going on. You can see totally sideways movement. If I open the weekly time frame, once again, you can see there is a breakdown of this entire support, and then now the price is trying to recoup on the upside. Overall trend in the weekly chart is flat. Overall trend in the daily chart is also flat. There is no trend. But in case, if you see as a shorter term trade for swing trades, for the shorter term horizon, I would avoid taking long positions in the auto pack. Instead, if I see the entire auto pack coming down, all right, not just one stock, entire auto pack, because you know my style of trading is not just going for the stock. I will always go for the index analysis first. So if I can see there is some sort of weakness building up over here, as of now there is no weakness. In case if it develops in the next week or next few days, and if we can see some sort of down move, people can trade, the futures traders or the option traders can go short in these stocks, but be very, very careful, because the overall trend of the market is up and you're trying to go short. But yes, the overall sector chart is also weak, little bit weak, not that much. For the weakness to develop more, I think it will probably need to close below this particular candle. Once it does, I think we are good to go. The reason is we'll be closing once again below this particular band, and this entire support band is exactly at the same level. So in case if you see any sort of movement below 9890 in the spot chart of CNX Auto, some sort of weakness will come up, right? Finance, overall trend extremely bullish, very, very bullish. Monthly time frame, if you see, nothing wrong over here, looks very good. Weekly chart also, if I see, nothing bad at all, extremely bullish. RSI is trending higher. This is a good sign. Only thing is that some sort of profit booking may or may not happen. It's very difficult to say. Maybe at times, instead of profit booking, a sideways move can happen. So if you, in case if you're holding finance stocks, just be sure that you keep trailing stop losses, and in case if you get stopped out, just exit your long positions. Overall, the state of trend is bullish, all right? Because after a short-term profit booking or a consolidation, it is probable the trend will continue going higher. IT pack trend is up, yes. Is it overstretched? It is extremely overstretched. You can see how nicely the prices have gone up. But it seems that in the monthly time frame, we are hitting. You can see last time when we did hit the 261.80% extension, we tried to consolidate at least for a month. So now this is an even bigger resistance. What's going to happen over here? I have absolutely no idea, because I don't predict markets. But yes, I can see it's overstretched. It's near resistance. In the weekly time frame also, yes, it is in an uptrend. But so many candles, all these candles are green. I think some sort of profit booking is necessary. And especially in the daily chart, what I can see is, I'd shared this on Twitter also, that overall, if you can see, even this particular, if I can try to compare this high and this high in the RSI, we have higher high in price and we have a lower high in the RSI. So this is a clear-cut sign that the upside momentum is waning and overall price is losing its power, its momentum to go higher. As a trader, I would avoid going long in the IT index. If you're holding older trades, swing trades or positional trades, obviously keep on continue holding them, but with proper trailing stop losses. But a new trade, I would completely avoid. Yeah, if I have a particular stock going higher, going up, like Infosys or something, will I go long? As a trader, I would avoid, because if overall sector is not looking good. I'm not interested in one single stock, because if I don't earn money in one single stock, it doesn't matter to me. I'll probably trade good quality charts rather than just trying to trade just because the market is going up and I want to make money in that trend. No, that's not the proper way to trade. Okay, Pharma Index is a very different story. Overall trend is up. I think few weeks back we had discussed that some sort of profit booking will come up over here, and it did come. And I told, when the prices come down, just don't do anything, just wait. Why? Because I was expecting a bounce back and the bounce has come up. If you remember my words, if you don't, then go back to my YouTube channel and check those weekly sectoral analysis. That don't do anything over here. Why? Because I was expecting the prices to go higher, and it has. Now, is the trend up in the weekly chart? The answer is yes, but it has not developed completely. The reason is, in the daily chart, what has happened is the trend is up, but some sort of consolidation is necessary. And the problem is not many stocks. If you compare the CNX pharma sector with the pharma pack, then you will see a total disconnect. Only one stock I can see which is very strong is Sun Pharma. So in case if you have any long positions coming up for the swing trade or something, I would directly go for Sun Pharma. Other than that, I'm not interested in any other stocks. FMCG goes without saying, it is in an uptrend, and you can see the RSI has gone directly towards 80. If I cross check the weekly chart also, it looks slightly overbought, not that much. But yes, thoda bahut profit booking, little bit profit booking is necessary. Is it near a resistance? Not that much in the weekly chart. Real estate. So this is the monthly time frame. Last month's candle has been a high wave candle, but apart from this high wave candle, there is nothing negative. So I will not give that much of importance to this particular candle. I would just avoid this particular candle. Yes, this particular candle is not still closed, because this is this 3rd of September. We need to wait for a month, and then we'll find out. Any negative candle comes up after the high wave candle, only then we will understand. Now in the weekly candle, what has happened is, if you check, we have a higher high in price, but we have a lower high in RSI. This is a sign that this is not a top or something, but some sort of lack of momentum, lack of power of the market to go up is visible. Apart from that, nothing is visible. Overall trend still stays up, but in the daily chart, you can see a small inverted hammer, a shooting star. Maybe in the short term, you might see some sort of sideways consolidation, some sort of profit booking. But after that, it is probable prices will continue going higher. Mid caps. Mid caps, looking at the monthly time frame, no change. Same thing I'm continuing since weeks and months. It is overstretched, but again, it is in an uptrend. In the weekly time frame, if you remember, somewhere over here, I had shared with all of you that some sort of profit booking will come up, and we have seen this profit booking. And after this profit booking, what has happened is the mid-cap index took support of 23.60% retracement and started going up. Generally, any index or any stock which retraces less and then starts trending higher is a sign that the overall index is looking a little bit strong, especially this particular candle. This was a sort of a bullish harami, and this, if we compare these two candles, this is a bearish bell toll and this is a small candle. So this is sort of a bullish harami, and this is what actually reversed the entire trend. So overall trend is up, but be very careful, because a lot of upside moment, lot of upside short-term rally has occurred. In case if you find any stock which has not rallied that much, step up into that particular stock. Do not go for stocks which have already run up too much. All right, don't chase stocks, don't chase prices. All right, so I hope this weekly sectoral analysis was helpful for all of you, and now I'll start taking your questions one by one for the positional and the swing trading setup. Just give me a moment.